We live, baby. We going live. We're live. It's a Friday night. Oh man, I feel so good to be back. I appreciate all of y'all for joining me tonight. It's that Friday night business credit live stream. All questions will be answered tonight. And as you guys very well know, I'm joined once again by my main man, my VP, my right hand credit nerd. Unite.
Boom.
Boom, baby. You know what I mean?
We're here.
We are here. We are in the house, baby.
Back from some exercise. The first time in 3 months. I was able to go to Planet Fitness today. It was great. They had a ballooned archway to walk through on the way in. I was so excited.
My goodness. We'll talk more, but we'll talk more about that later on. Right now, I want to welcome everybody in the house tonight. We're talking business credit questions. Okay, so I want to just start it right off by saying it's getting tougher to build business credit, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I'm coming out with a video, and Justin has actually been going through the whole process right now. You can't really even the tier one that everybody thought were just we're just the tier one lottery. We're finding out that it's not the tier one lottery anymore. It's harder to get the tier one accounts right now.
Yeah, they're going the way of UBS, making you go through some extra steps here. No paper applications yet, but some phone calls to make and some waiting time.
So it's not a slam dunk anymore, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So now more than ever is the time to have the right people on the team that know what they're doing. Okay. If you guys are joining us for the first time or on the replay, make sure you guys hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to Cakeology. We talk about money, business, credit. Justin Vacula, my right hand man, my vice president. He is with Hurdy Gurdy Travel Podcast on YouTube and hurdygurdytravel.com. So I want to start it right off, Justin. And so what first of all, what are tier one? What are tier one lines? Okay, let's talk about that. So when we're talking about building business credit, we're talking about the first accounts that you apply for once you have your foundation set. Okay, now that's a very key thing right there, right? And Justin, I want to tell you a little bit about what happened to a customer that didn't do it right. But first, Justin, tell me a little bit about what your experience was so far when you're starting to apply for tier one accounts in 2020. Right now, end of June 2020.
So tier one, we're talking about suppliers like Quill, Granger, and Uline. I've signed up for accounts with them, and it wasn't intuitive. There wasn't an online application. I had to call in to establish the account, in addition to setting up an account online. Oh, we lost your audio.
No, I'm here. I'm not far.
I saw some lips moving.
Yeah. I'm not far.
There are no words on it.
No, I'm still here.
Yeah.
I'm still here.
Yeah, so I had to call in to set up these accounts. Not too long on the phone, maybe about 10 minutes or so. And it was like reading my information rather than actually being able to type it. And I had a bit of a snafu with Quill because I placed an order for a printer. The order was heavily delayed, likely due to the pandemic. And the invoice
hold on.
Yeah.
Let me rewind real quick. Let me rewind.
All right.
And ladies and gentlemen, we're excited to be back with you guys again. It's been a few streams since me and Justin were with you guys. We had some special guests on the stream, and just to recap a little bit, what Justin is talking about is so you did the foundation in your business, right? And then the tier one lines. Yeah, the tier one lines are the three that most people go to. It's the Quill, it's the Uline, it's the Granger. Okay, those three. Then maybe Supply Works, which is much harder to get now.
Nav.com as well.
You've got Nav. That's right. That's right. And then I got
my D&B information as well.
Right. So so those are all places that you go to right off the bat to get accounts that are reporting to your business credit report. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you went to the first one, what was the first one that you went to, Justin?
I don't remember the first one, but the experience with all three were similar in that I had to make a phone call to establish the business account rather than just being able to fill out an application online.
So was it obvious when you went to the site? So for example, I want to talk.
No, it wasn't obvious at all.
Right.
Like, it would have been nice if they said like, "Hey, if you want to set up an account, call this number."
Right.
I'm here at the register, and it's like, wait, where do I need to go for the net 30? What am I doing here?
Right.
And it just gave you the option to just order using your credit card and PayPal, whatever. But it wasn't intuitive at all about how to set up an account for the net 30 account for the business credit.
Okay. So not intuitive and not really explaining, in steps what needs to be done at all.
Yeah, you said it's the Wild West with business credit when you're starting with these tier 1 accounts.
Absolutely. I want to just reach out in the chat real quick. First in the house was Ulysses. What's up? Miss Ivy in the house. Melanie, what's going on? DJ Gaines Bond present. Hey, listen, some breaking news from some breaking news today from DJ Gaines Bond was that, and I don't know if I was supposed to say it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. He might be coming out. He might be coming out with a video soon. So stay tuned.
Ooh, starting the YouTube channel. All right.
Stay tuned. Points blank in the heezy. What's up, baby? Points blank says, "What's up, everybody?"
Doggone it.
Yeah, doggone. He said, "Glad to be back for another stream with Cake and Justin. Smash that like button. We appreciate you." Hey, so Points Blank had another special guest that made an introduction in his last video. So in case you guys
live from Texas,
right? So in case you guys don't follow Points Blank channel, make sure you guys follow it. He always has special guests on. And the dog will actually be in one of the videos upcoming. So that's the latest and greatest. In addition to Points Blank talking about credit cards.
Yeah, he was looking for a word to describe the dog, and I think gargantuan is a good descriptor. I'm not sure what he was getting at or what he was saying, but that's cool that he got to talk with the owner of the dog, and the dog might actually appear on a video. That's really cool.
Wow.
So thanks for being a good support.
Yeah, so that's something to look forward to see the dog that's actually, this dog right here. You know what I mean? So the one that has made the inner. I want to see if he could find the cricket.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. He records outside, and there seems to always be something going on in the background.
yeah. I'm wondering if the cricket can be found anywhere, so we can interview him.
That'll be quite the hunt. That'll be the hunt.
DJ Gaines Bond in the heezy, baby.
Happy Friday.
My main man.
Planet Fitness Friday.
Absolutely. Shake and bake. You know it, baby. You know how we shake and bake around here, baby. You know what I mean?
I went to Panera as well. I got a free coffee at Panera, so that was a good one today. I signed up for their Panera Plus program, the coffee subscription. Mm-hmm. It's normally $8 a month, but now until the end of July, you can sign up and it's free. If you cancel before the end of July, you don't have to pay anything. But if you keep it, then you're paying like $8
free coffee at Panera.
So, yeah, there's free coffee, and I go to Giant Supermarket, and the Panera is in the adjacent parking lot, so I can get the coffee right before I go to Giant or after.
That's a double win right there.
Yeah,
that's a double win. That's what you call a double win.
Yeah.
And
I can even pour my own coffee now. Previously, they had to prepare it for me, but now I can just go to the coffee station and push the nozzle. So it makes it a lot easier. It saves time.
Wonderful. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Thank you.
There's your $16 tip right there for June and July. You just sign up in the Panera app.
I love it. So
see, we bring value. We do bring a lot of value. So Justin, a lot of people that I talk to on a regular basis, they're really confused sometimes about business credit, kind of like you were in the very beginning. I think you're and I still am.
Yeah,
still
you
am.
still are, but I think your eyes are starting to open to the
Yep.
say the how should I say it? How do you say it when
The
someone's
scales are
like
falling.
weird but smart? What eccentric or something? Huh?
Eccentric.
Eccentric, yes. Eccentric. Thank you very much. So the world of business credit is more eccentric than you would say personal credit. I want to bring here's Quill's site. Okay.
Yeah.
So now
that site is actually a much better design, and it's more customer friendly than the other ones. And there's also a bigger inventory of items, which is nice.
Hold on.
Rather than ordering,
all right, there we go.
What was it, like screen cleaners from Uline, I think it was, and some air in a can from Granger.
Right,
There's a lot more to pick from on Quill. But
man,
you see, there was a mystery. There was an invoice mystery because the other invoices showed up online for Granger and Uline, and that was no problem. But when I went into my Quill account, the invoice wasn't showing. So I had to call them. I was thinking, wait, did I win the Quill lottery? Why isn't the invoice showing? Did they just send me a printer? And
hold on. So did the printer ship out though before you had to call them, or it didn't ship out?
I have the printer.
Okay. No. So, but when you called, had the printer already shipped out though?
Yes, I had it for about a week and a half, and it still wasn't showing. No.
So walk me through what you did. So, so you ordered first, and then what? So then you had to call. What happened? What was your experience on here right now?
I set up my Net30 account over the phone, and I ordered the printer online with that Net30 account. And the printer eventually arrived, and taking your advice, looking at paying it 10 days before it's due, not too early, I figured, okay, I'll log in and pay this thing. And then it wasn't showing up on the account at all. So the rep on the phone was, oh, well, we're sorry. There just must have been some error. I'll have to connect you to our computer team. And then they were able to connect the invoice with my account. I have no idea why it wasn't showing, and I don't think they had a good explanation either.
Okay. So you had to actually call and
call to set up the account
and talk to somebody.
Get the invoice. Yeah, with Granger and Uline, the invoices automatically showed on the account. And that was one thing I wondered, like, is it going to come through the mail? How do I pay this thing? What's going on? So I figured it out. But you're right. With anything, it's going to be a new thing, right? I mean, we could compare the experience to other ones, but everything's a little bit different. You're going to start playing poker. You're going to have a lot of questions. Things are going to seem really weird. You're going to play a musical instrument. You're learning. So it's a bit of a process, just like with personal credit too.
Absolutely. Point blank, hey, you know we love you. Here go the airplane though. The airplane was also there. And point plus said so the dog is a pit bull and he is 80 to 90 pounds. I actually went walking with him and the owner a few nights ago. So the latest news is that Point Blank and the owner, the dog and the owner are all three friends now. That's the latest and breaking news.
Did you know the owner before we were talking about the dog, or did you just befriend the owner just to get the dog in the video?
If I were to guess, I would guess B. Point Blank befriended the owner and the dog to get the dog in the video. He did not know the owner before we started talking about the dog, and the airplane. We don't know who the owner of the cricket is, but if there is an owner of the cricket, Point Blank will probably try to find him, so we can have the cricket also on the show.
So with Quill, the invoice is showing and the due date is different than the 30 days after I placed the order, which was interesting too, because I don't want to pay it too early. So I asked them, okay, when is this thing due? So then I went to my Google Calendar and placed a reminder 10 days before so I can pay it at the right time.
Okay, great. So, so the point that I want to make here right now is that things are changing, okay? And they're constantly evolving, constantly changing. We're going to be on top of it, okay? The experience with even the tier 1 lenders, the tier 1 net 30 is not a slam dunk anymore. So here, this is what I wanted to tell you, Justin. This is what I wanted to tell you. First of all, yes, Justin had to jump through a couple of hoops, but he was still approved.
Yeah.
He was still approved. He was not denied. He was undefeated. and why was he undefeated? Because he did everything the right way. I've been coaching Justin since day one.
Yeah. Thanks. And I also got the American Express Business Platinum card for the Hurdy Gurdy Travel podcast as well. So if I get approved from them, that's a very good sign. I had to speak with a second person on the phone just to verify info. They said, oh, well, we just need to verify some info.
Right. And
they just asked basic questions, and I was approved by the phone for this special offer, 100,000 membership rewards points.
Beautiful.
For only 10,000 in spend.
So
what a deal.
So now, what's the other spectrum? Okay, so now on one spectrum, we've got Justin. He's being coached by the best. He's undefeated. He did everything the right way. He formed his business the right way. He made sure that everything was listed properly online. Okay. He did things in the proper order. Okay. Now let's go to the other side of the spectrum. Okay. So here's another customer that has been denied with Quill. Okay.
Even for the tier one.
Even for the tier one, denied. Sent home. You know what I mean? You know, all everybody coming out, you know, to see him walk down, you know, the Hall of Shame. You know, denied for tier one. And Quill told him, listen, you can be approved. Maybe. It's no guarantees. Okay. Right. But here's what you have to do, Justin. This is the icing on the cake here. You have to make a purchase from Quill for $100 per month for the next 3 months. And then you call us. Then you call us and we'll consider giving you net 30 terms. Okay.
Consider, so it's not even a guarantee.
No, it is not a guarantee. Wow. She would not say it was a guarantee. That's why I wanted to make that clear.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah. So what's the difference, Justin? Why did you get approved for all 3 of the tier 1 lines and other people are going through this? What do you think the difference is?
Yeah, thanks for the help. As I went through the ink file link and made sure to get everything set with the state, get the EIN after everything from ink file went through. I got the business checking account with Bank of America. I set up my website. I have my voicemail that's not wild. And everything seems to be in order, right? I registered with Google with 411 business directories. So I don't know what happens on their back end. They're not going to say, oh, this is the process we go through for approving you. But if I got approved, then clearly some things I did contributed to that happening. I don't think it's just random. I don't think it's just chance. And I think like a random person who just shows up with an EIN and doesn't have the filing with the state, doesn't have all these other things, they're like, oh, we're not going to fraud.
It's all fraud. It's all fake.
Everything's fraud. It's all fraud.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. We're having more breaking news. So Points Blank is reporting right now. He's saying that I would see the neighbor and speak from time to time, but I never saw the barking dog. She, which is the key word here, she actually just got him right around the time I started filming outside. So now, having said that, Points Blank has used the dog to get to know the neighbor, and now they walking the dog together.
All for the subscribers. All for
the love of the stream, baby.
The love stream.
Points Blank for the win.
Yeah,
they're all coming out.
And I think having things set up to mixing the personal credit and the business credit, since the personal credit is in good order, I was able to get that business platinum with American Express. Also because I've maintained a relationship with them and have the personal accounts. Because that's quite a difference there. For 100,000 MR, we have the Dell credits twice. We have the airline incidental credit. So much going on there. So we're already seeing the initial investment and the time spent with this stuff paying off. And I expect a lot more to come from it in the future.
Absolutely. So since you started building your business credit, yes, you had to spend a little bit of time. There was a little bit of energy. There was a little bit of a learning curve, but you had the best on your team. Okay. just as I have the best on my team when I want to make a credit card move on my personal side. Who do I go to? I go to Justin. Okay. We were just talking earlier today about has everybody used their American Express Dell credits and so on and so forth. And that's why Justin is that integral part to the team. So I'm saying all this to say is that having the right mentor and having a right coach is very important. Justin, how can they get a hold of you, by the way?
Yeah, thanks. And on that Dell credit, a lot of people will say like, oh, well, what do I need from Dell? What am I going to do with it? Oh, it's just going to be junk I'm going to get. Like, what am I going to do? Buy headphones for $200 and not use them? But I'm suggesting getting the Xbox gift card and then selling that so you can turn that $200 credit into $160 cash or somewhere around there. So that's a much better way to go. So right there with that one
cash.
Tip, there's a good tip. And especially you'll be able to do it again in July, because that credit comes back in July. So it's a reminder for everyone, rather than rushing at the last minute to use all these credits and then not getting it because it would process in the next month. It's just a lot of stress and hassle. So knock out these credits early so you don't have to worry about it. And maybe you have Chase cards too. For the Chase Sapphire Preferred, the Chase Sapphire Reserve, this is the last month of the grocery bonus. So I told a friend of mine from Seattle who's not into this hardcore like I am, I said, you know what? Make sure to use that $1,500 spend at the grocery store, even if you're buying gift cards, even if you're buying Amazon gift cards, Visa gift cards, whatever you happen to do, get those multiplier with the points. And people reach out to me through my website. I have a form on the website. You can fill out my credit card questionnaire at hurdygurdytravel.com. And had a few approvals recently. Some people applying for the World of Hyatt card, so they're getting approved with that. Some Amex approvals, people going for cards with them. The Business Green Charge Card. That's a pretty easy one for 25,000 membership rewards points for only 3,000 spend. And I think most people overlook that card because it's not quite snazzy. Oh, it's just that sign-up bonus. There's nothing else going on with the card, but you can have up to 10 charge cards with Amex. So why not? Why not get that bonus MR rather than just settling for 2% back on everything? You can get that big sign-up bonus. Okay. So a lot of tips. I think a lot of ways that people can come out ahead in this.
Absolutely. So ladies and gentlemen, listen, we're here for you guys, okay? If you guys want to build your business, you want to build your business credit, you have questions on your personal credit, you want some tips and tricks, now's the time to put it in the chat, okay? Yes, thank you very much. We're very entertaining, and thank you. I appreciate everyone just leaning back like I'm Johnny Clausen and Justin's Ed McMahon.
Although no cigars. That would be beautiful, right?
You know what I mean? And here's Bobby. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Mr. Mentor in the hazy, baby.
Another special announcement. I will be going to Maryland on Monday to play poker at Maryland Live Casino. They are opening the casino to the general public.
Oh my goodness.
In the Philadelphia area, there is nothing going on. Some casinos are open, but they're not offering poker. But Maryland Live is. So there's a Hyatt property right next to the casino for only 5,000 points a night, and I am going to be there.
Wow. Well, I'd be interested in knowing how they're going to handle everything at the casino. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I'll definitely be reporting on my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, where you can follow me.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to know. Yeah, I mean,
might be a little bit difficult.
Yeah, so I mean, are you going to wear gloves, or how's it going to work with the chips and all that type of stuff?
They won't allow you. They won't allow you to wear gloves when touching the cards because there could be cheating that goes on where people use like certain dyes or things to mark the cards. That's been an issue before, so they don't allow you. They don't allow you to use gloves. But what they are doing at the poker tables is they're going to have dividers between each player, and rather than the games being 9 or 10 people at a table, they're limiting it to 7. So they have like plastic or plexiglass dividers between people.
Dang, that's gonna be weird.
And I'll be in my little cubicle at the table. So that's,
wow.
I wouldn't mind if this lived on actually, because sometimes people just like spread out across the table.
I got a new product now. I'm gonna be offering luxury cubicles while you're for those that want a cubicle experience, you know what I mean? Only $29,999.
Yeah. it's a great option too, because I am getting a little bit stir crazy. I must admit it. Being in the same room for the last 3 months, sleeping in the same bed for the last 3 months, that's a very new thing for me, as usually I be traveling a lot. So this will be an opportunity to take a break. And I believe many people out there who don't want to play the miles and points game, but don't want to get credit cards, they're going to have to pay full price for this stuff. And maybe they're paying like $150 for a night at a hotel, but I can use my 5,000 points with Chase and transfer to Hyatt. And it's essentially costing me $50 to have a night in that hotel, and I'm getting the free breakfast at Hyatt. We'll see what that turns out to be.
Oh my goodness!
And
I don't think they're doing free breakfast.
So they told me that it won't be like a buffet style. They're going to have prepackaged food like fruit cup, oatmeal, granola bars, coffee, things like that.
Fruit cup. All right. Hey man. Okay, listen. I wanna say what's going on to Mr. Mentor. He's driving and listening on the way to North Carolina, baby. Mr. Mentor, how do we sound over there? I've been tweaking the sound, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know how we sound as far as volume, clarity, background music. Give me a feedback on everything. Does Justin just as loud as me? I mean, how we doing over here? You know, we trying to perfect the stream for the audience, baby.
Yeah. You're doing the Lord's work here behind the scenes, getting all this audio set up. I said I definitely I've done that before, and it was a big hassle for me, so I've opted out. I've accepted defeat in that realm.
But together we're undefeated, baby. Don't worry. You know what I mean?
Thanks,
Ulysses says, "Be safe, Justin, on your vacation and have fun."
Yeah, wonderful. Thanks. It'll be a nice break for sure.
Melanie said, Justin, also MGM at National Harbor opens on Monday at 6 a.m. Wow.
Nice. So the DC area, but unfortunately the poker room will not be open at MGM National Harbor last I checked. So I'm going to settle for Maryland Live. I would like to play at Caesars Properties instead, but the Caesars Properties aren't offering poker either. And the casino that's like 10 minutes down the street, they said that the poker room is being used as a cleaning storage facility at this time.
Okay.
Just storing all the cleaning supplies in the poker room is crazy.
All right. All right. So we have a new viewer. What's going on? Samuel Minta. Samuel says, peace family. Have either of you heard of the Wells Fargo secured biz credit card? If so, what's your opinion on secured biz credit cards? Well, I love secured business credit cards. And Wells Fargo is one way to go. Okay. Wells Fargo is a very unique bank, so to speak.
You know, might have 16 opened accounts. Somehow,
you know, they're very unique in the way they've done business. You know what I mean? And as much stuff as they've done, they think you're fraud. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what I mean to say by that is, if you have a branch near you, I think you've got a better chance of success. But the thing I don't like about Wells Fargo is if you're new, they might want to run your credit even for the secured business credit card. Okay. There's other options depending on where you are, Samuel. I've gotten my secured business credit cards from First National Bank of Omaha. All right. Who is the bank behind other banks. Okay. That's the bank of banks that gives the secured business credit cards. Now, the banks, you know, for example, that I know of where they have it is they've got it at TCF. You know, TCF Bank has a secured business credit card. But what you can do is call the First National Bank of Omaha and also look on their site and see what banks they work with to get that secured business credit card. I hope that answers your question, baby.
You also like the Bank of America secure card, I'm getting the name wrong, but it's the card they have that they don't advertise very well. You've mentioned that before.
Yeah, that is an option that they offer. It's kind of like, it's not on the books. Okay, that offer. See, that's it. That's how weird business credit is. They even have, like, you know, Bank of America. Yeah, Bank of America has a product. They're like, oh, we don't offer everybody that product, but since you got denied for the real business credit card, we can offer you this one if you put down a deposit on this CD. So that is also another option.
Yeah.
So
and I did that.
Yes. And see, Justin has done everything the right way. Okay. And that's why no problem with tier one. He's already got a platinum card in his brand new business. He's already got
a business platinum. Yeah.
He's already got a business platinum card in Hurdy Gurdy Travel Podcast.
Yeah.
He's already got a Quill account. He's got a Granger account. He's got a Uline account. He's going to be starting to get Home Depot accounts, Lowe's accounts. All those accounts are coming very, very soon. In addition to the Bank of America credit card. So now he's got 2 credit cards showing on his business credit report.
Oh, well, let me clarify. So the Bank of America card I have is with the other EIN. I'm still waiting for time to pass because I don't want to take another inquiry before the Altitude Reserve and the UBS business card. The UBS card. We're waiting. But the offer is good until July 31st. So I want to do things and have the harder to get cards first.
Absolutely.
Whereas I'm okay taking the inquiry after.
See, now, guys.
The strategy.
The strategy is just perfectly executed here. Okay. In addition, you've got an individual that has got impeccable personal credit and now has the best of the best when it comes to business credit. This is what happens when business credit is done the right way. Okay. So we're going to continue to talk about it. I want you guys to put some questions in the chat, whatever that you have. Make sure you guys do like the stream, subscribe to the channel. If you're watching us on the replay, please, peace and love. Put it in the comments. We're answering all questions here, baby.
Oh, it's another insight on Samuel Minta's question about the Wells Fargo card. So I think it would be helpful first to get a checking account with Wells Fargo. You can get a personal checking account, you can get a business checking account, and there might also be a bonus with that too, of like open the new account, fund it with $1,500, get $200, $300, something like that. I think that would improve your chances, because if you're applying for these banks you have no relationship with, it's usually harder to get in. Right. You say that a lot, to have the relationship with the bank to increase your approval chances. And Wells Fargo actually has a really good business card that most people don't talk about, the Business Platinum with Wells Fargo. When I got it, it was a 50,000 point sign up bonus. And the points are good for 1 cent per point or more if used for travel. And it also
if you can get past the gargoyles.
Yeah. 1% back on everything. And then if you spend 1,000 in a month, you get a bonus 1,000 points. So it's essentially a 2% card. If you spend exactly 1,000 a month, which I do, if you go over, so be it. The sign-up bonus is really, really big on that. And it also comes with 0% intro APR,
which is what I love. You guys know I love that.
Yeah. So this is the best of both worlds.
Absolutely.
On this card, with the big sign-up bonus and the 0 APR.
Wonderful. Melanie Stewart says, we sound good. Thank you. I appreciate it. Sounds perfect. Thanks for the input, guys. Miss Ivy, thank you. Mr. Mentor, he says the sound and clarity is on point. I appreciate you, baby. I appreciate you. Mr. Mentor, where are you right now exactly? Well, but I don't want you to text and drive though. If you have if you have some other kind of technology that allows you to do everything safely and by the law, then I'd love to know where you are, baby. Suave, baby, checking in. Guys, make sure you go check out Mr. Suave 99 on YouTube. He is up and coming, you know what I mean, blowing up.
He has upped the audio quality too, so
he's upped the audio, and that's breaking news on Suave's channel, so I think I'm gonna be reporting on all of the business credit YouTube. I'm gonna be reporting everyone's activity, you know what I mean. So
and we were on Dwayne's stream, How to Build Credit TV, as well.
Absolutely. So we appreciate you, baby. Suave says, if my business partner did a PG, got a business card for my business, would it be easier for me to later apply for a card for the same business with that bank? Yes. Simple as that. Okay. Because that business will already have a relationship. And if your business partner PG'd for the card, it's all gravy, baby.
So I wonder which which bank though, because some might ask for the EIN or the social, the EIN and the social. So in this case, it's a personal guarantee. So there might be like lifetime rules. Like we mentioned Wells Fargo earlier, that you can only get one card with them every 15 months, last I checked. So if you opened with Wells Fargo, if your partner opened a card with Wells Fargo and you tried to go in and get a card 3 months later, they might say no. They might just say no.
Well, so here's the thing. So what he's saying is, okay, his business partner, she did a PG, got the card. Okay, let's just say it's from American Express, for example. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's just use that for example. So she's got a card, and they did their checks or whatever, and now you want to go to American Express later on and apply for another card in that same business name, but you want to be on there. That's what you're asking. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that should be a problem with Amex.
Yeah,
I don't think that should be a problem with Amex.
Yeah,
at
so
all.
now you've got two different people applying for two different credit cards under the same business. That's going to be, first of all, that's going to raise a red flag. Absolutely. Okay. So my question would be, why do you have to apply at the same place and go through all that? What they might ask you is, okay, well, how are you both involved in the business? Let's see your operating agreement. What documents are you guys on? How is everything working here in the business? Okay.
Yeah.
So the answer to that question really is that it's going to all depend on you, how you talk to American Express, how you explain the situation, and how your business is set up. I'm not saying that it's not possible, but what I am saying is that it's going to raise some flags, baby.
Yeah, and you have options too, because at least with the credits, they've changed the rules. It used to be you could have 5 credit cards with them, and now it's 4. So if you're looking at getting a business credit card with American Express, then maybe it would be wise to just avoid that issue altogether and just get a different one. So say if your partner has the Blue Business Plus, then perhaps you could apply for the Blue Business Cash.
Absolutely. So yeah,
and indeed, I would
Suave has upped his game, and Mr. Mentor's on Henderson, West Virginia, US 35, headed toward I-64 East, baby, Smokey and the Bandit, baby.
He is on the move. He is outrunning the pandemic. Mr. Mentor, do you have the black card? Will you be stopping at Planet Fitness on their way?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, well, but you went to Planet. Hold on, I want to answer this question real quick. I want to talk to you about your Planet Fitness experience. Well, I'm thinking this might be my way into Amex, as my only denial reason is inquiries. That was my plan. Guard 6 months, let them fall off, then apply. Yeah, I mean, listen, just apply in your name, man. American Express is not that difficult to get approved with, man. Okay.
And if 524 isn't a concern, try going for the personal cards as well, as that might be something easier to get into with a personal card. It's tough, and I've seen many people I work with, people who fill out my form. I recommend cards, as I mentioned, and some people totally new to Amex were getting denied, and this was unheard of 4 months ago. I listened to the Milenomics podcast, and they joke about how American Express gives credit cards to dead people, and anyone can get a card with American Express.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it's been.
Episode about that.
Yeah, that's how it's been for a while.
Now with the situation, people brand new to Amex with the pandemic situation. Yeah, people are just getting declines. I mean, their credit scores are fine. They're not heavy on inquiries, and they're like, "Oh, we're just not going to give you a card."
Right.
Applying. It was even back when the Delta promotions were elevated. I saw some people getting declines for the Delta cards. It's like, really?
Right. Yeah.
He's LOL 24 status. Yeah. So maybe personal card. Like right now, I really like the Hilton Surpass card. I like the Aspire card. The personal gold card is solid. So there are a lot of options. I would imagine that might be easier getting a personal card compared to business. But if you're looking to, like I am, get them all anyway, then maybe try for the personal before the businesses. It might be an easier path to get in.
Absolutely. So I want to remind you all that me and Justin are here every Tuesday and Friday, unless sometimes we have some special guests or some other scheduling changes. But we appreciate
streams.
yeah, but we appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel as well as Justin's channel, which is Hurdy-Gurdy Travel Podcast on YouTube and hurdyGurdyTravel.com.
Right next to the like button.
Yeah, right next to the like button, and it's all right there in the description below as well.
Yeah.
So we're coming.
Planet Fitness.
Yeah,
Planet Fitness, man.
Yeah. So you went. So when did this happen? By the way, when did this happen? You went today?
Today. So June 26th is the date of everything opening. So restaurants, gyms, barbershops, similar places here in the Bucks County area in Pennsylvania. The reopening is happening with some strict social distancing and other guidelines.
So you went to the gym and what was changed there? What did you see was different about it?
Yeah, so they're no longer 24/7. They have very specific operating hours, and they're going to close around 10 or 11 o'clock.
Okay, so you went inside the gym. So how is the workout area different? I mean, how are you separated now from everybody?
So every other treadmill machine has a sign on it that explains social distancing. So it's every other machine is opened, and many of the weight machines, the resistance machines, are spaced further as well. Okay. So instead of just relying on the customers to be smart about it, they moved the positioning of the machines inside of the gym.
So if you're using a machine and then I hop on after, what's the cleaning thing going on?
Yeah, so they have the sanitizing stations as always, the spritzer bottles, the paper towels, and they have big flags over it that says cleaning station, and there are a lot of signs, reminder, clean the machines. So they're recommending to clean the machines before and after. So I think it's more on like the honor system, because there wasn't anyone just policing and walking around and depending on, checking every machine every time someone gets off of it. Everybody was just at the front desk, at least at this location. But I made sure to sanitize before and after so I can protect myself that way.
Okay.
Yeah, the showers were not available.
Okay.
They were turned off.
Okay.
And the masks had to be worn at the front area by the registers where you check in or buy things. And they had, you had to wear your masks at the front, but past the front, once you go back to the locker room, you're not required to wear any mask.
Dang.
You're just asked to distance between people.
Okay.
Yeah, and a lot of space between the treadmills.
I mean, did you feel? Were there a lot of people there, or what? I mean, how many people were in the gym?
Not at all. Not many people at all. Maybe like 15
in the whole gym.
Yeah.
So
it was pretty dead.
Okay. All right.
And the fans were not turned on either. So I guess they don't want like excessive spreading of sweat through the fans. Right. Because it was cool to have the cool breeze above you, but it was definitely hotter in there. That's for sure.
Dang, you can't even have fans on in the gym. I don't know, man.
No. And even at Panera, when I got the free coffee, they didn't have Splenda that you can just pick. I had to ask them for Splenda because they had all the displays where normally you would just put your hand in and pick it out. But not anymore. I guess they're worried about contamination there too. It's like, what, you're not going to have napkin dispensers? Like, how far is it going to go?
Dang.
Grocery store was good. There used to be a community line, but now you just go up to your own register.
Okay.
I'm out in the world. Yeah.
Wow. So yeah, I mean, life is moving forward. We've all chosen to sacrifice the weak, and and that is the way of the world. And
you know the COVID-15, right?
Oh man, listen, is that like the new FICO score or something?
No, it's the weight that people are putting on because they're just sitting at home a lot.
Oh, okay. I thought that was some new strain or something that came
now
out.
There's the pandemic 15. Yeah, the FICO 15.
Right. You know what I mean? Is that a new credit score or something?
Yeah. Advantage 15.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I want to get back out there, and it's really nice. I mean, talk about health, talk about wealth. That like if you're not in good shape, if you're not getting out there and exercising, we see so many psychological benefits, so many health benefits for exercising. So it was something I really missed
Yeah,
during this time.
absolutely.
So it was nice to go back in there in a more controlled environment, even though I couldn't take a shower.
Yeah.
But we make do with what we have here.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me
And
see what's going on in the chat.
Two times points on MasterCard's promotion is back at Giant. So Gaines Bond might be going. I didn't go too heavy this time. I'm going to wait for the Visa 3X promotion. So I know Winn-Dixie also has some promotions too. I'm not sure if it's still going to be called Winn-Dixie. The Dixie Chicks lost the Dixie, so they're Chicks Without Dixie now. That was a good Twitter meme that was going on.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, look for your grocery store promotions, especially stacking with your Chase multipliers, your Citi multipliers, your Bonvoy multipliers, all the grocery spending as it's getting towards the end of the month here.
Absolutely. Ricky G checking in. What's up, baby? We appreciate you. Listen, if you guys are joining us or here for the first time, make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys hit that like button. If you're watching on the replay, please make sure you do the same. We talk about that money. We talk about that business. We talk about that credit, baby. You know what I mean? We're trying to help entrepreneurs. Yeah, hold on, man. Hold on, man. Hold on, man.
I'm so sorry to hear that, Suave. I'm so
What happened, man?
I jumped ahead.
Yeah, hold on, dude. I'm trying to put in a presentation. Whenever I pause, then you talk. That's how the stream works. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, you can tell me and Justin miss being on here. Like, we got we got so much to say, so much to share with you guys, and we're just excited to be here.
Lots of, especially since it's been a week or so since I was on, since you were consulting with the stars.
Yes, I mean, consulting with the stars. And now I'm still consulting with the stars. You know what I mean? Now I just got Justin on. He's one of the stars that I'm consulting. You know,
I think it's a good point. I think it's a oh, what happened there? I froze.
What happened?
I froze. That's weird.
Yeah.
I froze.
Oh, okay.
It's a good point, Suave, in that I think it's a persistent myth that people think just because they have a high credit score, they can get approved for anything. But it's very often not the case. You know, we're still trying to crack the nut of US Bank and UBS and First Tech, of course. I know Cake has a lot of positive words for First Tech Federal Credit Union.
Hey, listen, man. First Tech won't give you First Tech won't give you soup if you're starving.
You'll need to
like,
make
no soup for you.
Four purchases of $100, and then maybe get it after the fact too.
You must wear the ribbon first.
I'm in the march. I don't want to wear the ribbon.
What do you mean? So it doesn't matter you're in the march. You must wear the ribbon.
Yeah, it was an episode from Seinfeld that I shared here.
Yeah,
it was called Ribbon Bullies with Kramer. Kramer's great. Yeah,
that was funny. The stream has gone by so fast. It's been
8 minutes.
Yeah, it's been fun. We got eight minutes. You guys have any questions about business credit, about your challenges, about your personal credit, and about how you put all of this together? Okay, we've got some really, really exciting stuff coming up in the near future where it's going to be like, it's home. That's all I got to say. It's home. It's home. So
yeah, and Tuesday I won't be here, so you'll be either flying solo or find a guest. I'll be
Tuesday.
Maryland.
Yeah, so Tuesday we're gonna have a special guest. Her name is Charity Brown, and she is a business consultant, and a high level business consultant. So she's gonna be around sharing her experience in this climate right now of doing business and how to increase our productivity. Baby. So yeah, but Justin will be back. Charity Brown. Charity Brown.
Maybe Friday. We'll see. We'll see for Friday. So I have a 2-night reservation booked so far, but if it's going well, meaning that there are a lot of people playing, a lot of money flying around, I might just stay longer. I didn't want to commit to the 5 nights initially, just in case, say, I go and it's really bad the first 2 days, nobody's there. So playing it by ear.
Absolutely. I hear you, Mr. Mentor. You making me hungry. I want some of that on the grill. Some chicken and steak and hot dogs and burgers.
Oh, and when I'm out in Maryland for July, my Amex Gold Card credit will be back, so I'll get that $10 credit. And there's actually a Cheesecake Factory inside of the casino area at the Connected Mall, so I should be able to use my Amex Gold Card at the Cheesecake Factory there, and
Okay.
just be able to eat in since that's one of the partners, assuming that it's open.
All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are interested in business credit, personal credit, want to know about that money, want to get that money, want to build your business to the sky, don't forget, always, you can always reach out to us for a free 15-minute consultation. Justin has them. Tell them a little bit about what you got on the table, man.
Yeah, so a lot of people will ask, oh, what card should I get? And they don't provide much information. So to make the process easier for me and you, I've created a form on my website for you to answer questions, because I think that a lot of people don't know about all the factors that go into which card you should get, which card is best for you, meaning your recent accounts, the other cards that you have, the relationships that you have. So I like to know that information. So I have a form that you can fill out at your leisure. And once you give the data to me, then I can follow up with you and chat about what makes sense for you in your situation. And I give you several recommendations. And some people also ask all kinds of questions, not just which card should I get. So by working with me, that should be a good outcome for you and me. I have a lot of referral links that you can use to get some bonuses as well. But sometimes I just recommend things I don't have referral links for, because there are a lot of good options, like the Barclays Aviator card. I'm looking at getting that one in July as well. So looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Absolutely.
I have a Patreon page as well where people can subscribe to monthly $30 for a 1-hour conversation by phone. I think a pretty good rate there. And also you'll get advance notice of podcast guests and ask your questions for podcast guests. I recently had Waller's Wallet on my show, and I'll be appearing on the Milenomics podcast, one of my favorite podcasts. I'll be on there probably about 2 weeks. I'll be talking about all things credit with the Milenomics guys. Very, very
Wonderful.
good show over there.
Awesome. That's exciting stuff coming up for Hurdy Gurdy Travel Podcast on YouTube. Be looking out for that, definitely. Mr. Suave says, I might have to call Experian. And, oh my goodness. He said he learned that on Facebook. It's all fraud.
Although I would caution, very much caution, that if the inquiries were actually you and you say they weren't, that you can get into some trouble for that. I shared a link on your page.
What they can do is they can close your credit card account. So if you are going to dispute inquiries, make sure that you do them on accounts that are not approved and already open. You know what I mean? Just take the account and use it. You know what I mean? Just be glad you had the account, you know.
Yeah, there was an article that I shared on your page too, that small business owners could face jail time as DOJ launches investigation into C-word loan program. So some people, I think, were just misrepresenting themselves to the SBA and saying that they had businesses and expenses
fraud.
when they really didn't. And now the IRS is coming to collect.
It's all
so be careful out there. Be careful out there.
Be careful. Yeah, be careful out there. Do everything the right way, like you're supposed to, and keep it safe out there, baby.
The piece on Market Watch: companies that are found to have misled the government about the necessity of loans could face penalties ranging from a loss of loan forgiveness to jail time. When you're making a certification in connection with receiving a loan, you face criminal liability under statutes that prescribe lying to government, as well as mail fraud and wire fraud. Wow, so they're going to throw the book, not only just having to pay back, but also felonies. Wow.
So the question on the table right now is, what's the most inquiries you can have when applying for business credit? That's a great question. Gone ransom. So
Gone ransom. Well,
so I do have a video that I'm making coming up about that, where we talk about what is the difference between personal and business credit. And one of the important differences is the way that inquiries are looked at and the way the inquiries are scored. Okay. They mean 10% on your personal. Okay. So your FICO 8 is 10% inquiries. Okay. That's what the score is made of. With the business, I would say it's half that. Okay. if at the most. So I would say it's about 5% based, inquiry sensitive. So if you have 5, 6, 7, 8 inquiries, listen, business credit reports are much more forgiving to inquiries because they know businesses are going to be making moves. You got reasons to make moves. You've got reasons to have inquiries. When you're growing your business, you're doing business with other companies. So if they check your credit report, that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing, in some ways. Okay, they're checking. Everyone's getting paid. You know what I mean? Done in Experian, Equifax, everybody's getting paid. If someone's checking the report, they're getting money. So, it's different. So I will have a video coming out more about the difference between business and personal credit. We'll be looking out for that. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel for a ton more videos too.
Yeah, and some banks will be stricter than others. I know US Bank, especially for the business cards, will be strict too. I know of people who've had established businesses, but they got the too many recent inquiries, where US Bank is like, oh, wait 6 months of no inquiries or maybe only one inquiry. And to make matters even more complicated, they randomly pull from bureaus, is my experience and what I've found about US Bank. Whereas Suave, you can look into where Amex pulls for you at your state and your location, or what's probable. So say if they're going to pull Experian and you haven't had inquiries with Experian for the last 6 months, then you don't have to wait, because I think some people get it wrong in that they think, oh, because I got a card recently, I have to wait another 6 months. But if it was TransUnion and you're looking at getting a card with a bank that pulls Experian, you won't have to wait all that time.
Right. Absolutely. So once again, it's about that strategy. What strategy are we going to employ? How are we going to maneuver? That's what it's all about. More and more now that I'm studying how to grow my business to the next level, it's all about the process. That process is so important. Okay. And that really holds the key to success in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, in a lot of ways to work the system, right? Because you're saying, okay, we're not the ones who came up with the rules, but if we know what the rules are, then we can play the game really well and experience a lot more success, rather than people out there who are making the wrong moves, people who aren't making the most of all the opportunities that these banks are offering. I think most people out there, maybe they only have one credit card, one bank account, maybe 2 credit cards, and they're just using the same card all the time, but they're missing out on so much.
Well, I mean, Justin, it's all about tools. I mean, listen, you have that's why there's so many different types of screwdrivers, for example. You got to have the right tool. You got to have the right type of tools for the right type of job. So you can't just use one screwdriver for all the different types of screw head.
Yeah, I
Mr. Suave says, hold on, Justin, hold on. Mr. Suave says, I know it triggers a fraud alert. I was just messing around. Oh, okay, yeah. It's all good. Mr. Mentor says, my personal credit is getting better. The inquiries are falling off, and my business credit is about to be fired. Wonderful. Peace and love. And you know something, Mr. Mentor? You are the perfect candidate for a truck driving business, okay? So if you want, reach out to me for a free 15-minute, and we can talk about how to get your business those fuel cards and all that type of stuff. Samuel says, I recently finished my payments on a used car, but the mom and pop dealership doesn't report to any bureaus. Is there any way I can get the auto loan onto my credit report to thicken the file? Is it a personal or a business? I think he's probably saying a personal, right?
Yeah, and as far as personal, I think credit mix, this idea of what kinds of things are showing up in our credit report, isn't that important. I mean, it could be helpful, especially if your credit is new, you're rebuilding something else, but I don't think it's a real big deal. I mean, some people talk about, oh, I went to my local bank or credit union, got a personal loan, and made sure to just pay it, mostly pay it. And some people are doing things like, okay, well, I won't pay it completely off. I'll just bring it down to a very low amount, and that'll help build my credit in some way. But I'm not quite sure that that's necessary, especially from the personal route. There are a lot of options to rebuild and build with secured cards And I had Andrew
Yeah.
from Secured Credit Academy on my podcast talking more about that. And a lot of cards that people just don't know about, like the State Department, Federal Credit Union, Citi Secured, the U.S. Bank Harley Davidson Visa. You know, the U.S. Bank Secured card, I think, is terrible as it has an annual fee when there are so many no annual fee secured cards out there, when you can instead just get that Harley Davidson Visa. And even with the State Department Federal Credit Union, you're getting some points, you're getting some rewards. And the secured card, you can later product change it to a double cash. So you can get that. So I think there's good paths that can go down.
So I want to answer Samuel's question here. And so what you're saying is you got a car from a mom and pop, they're not reporting to the bureau, and you want to get it reported. What you could try is that Experian boost. Okay. I have heard of some success where you can ask Experian and submit those documents. You know, they kind of want a lot of stuff. Like they want access to your bank account and made sure you made those payments. You know, they want to, you know, it's a bit, you know, intrusive a little bit, but I think that's one option you could also explore there, Samuel. But hopefully, you know, you'll get that personal credit tightened up, and, you know, be able to go to a regular dealership, and, you know, that'll definitely report in the near future. So yeah, keep watching, Samuel. And just in case you guys didn't know, on my website, I'm going to start posting those personal credit letters, dispute letters. So I know that there's one up there right now. We've got more coming, and you can take each one of them and mold it to your specific use as well. So all that type of stuff's coming up for you too.
Yeah, that's good insight. It was Dwayne I mentioned. I'll mention him again. He had a really good point. I think it was him anyway, who said that expectations are often very high, that people think, oh, well, I can get all these cards in just a few months. It's going to be a quick process. But especially with building and rebuilding, it's going to be a longer process. So some people might get frustrated or quit. Even with the building the business credit, it's like, oh, I have to mess around with all these tier 1 accounts. I have to do this. I have to do that. But it's just a longer process. So instead of just thinking to get it overnight, and it was what you said too, people start, oh, I want this business credit card. But it's like, okay, well, you can't just start with that, and it's a gradual process.
It is.
So we just have to be in it.
But it's a process that pays off in the end, though. And
absolutely,
I think, and I think, you know, you're starting to get into the mix a little bit more about the, you know, eccentric world of business credit. You know, so I think that
it's an investment. It's an investment, but it pays off in the future, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just like with personal credit. Like, okay, you're going to have to pay these annual fees, but you see that the benefits will come back, and you'll realize that.
Absolutely. So, listen, we once again loved having you guys here tonight on the show. It is about that time. We are going to sign off at this point, and once again, I'll be back on Tuesday with special guest Charity Brown, who is a special business coach. And we're going to find out how to take our businesses to the next level, like really to the next level. And just want to make sure you guys are able to join us on Tuesday. Justin will hopefully be back after winning the grand prize at the casino, in his little plastic cubicle. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, it reminds me of George Orwell, the quote, the more things change, the more they seem the same. Or the more things change, the more they stay the same. It's like, really, I'm going to have this divider between me at the tables.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, no, I wanted to get away from that. I wanted to get away from the traditional workspace.
Absolutely. So, So, man, thanks, Justin, for joining me again again.
Oh, a super chat from How to Get an 800 Credit Score LLC. Thanks.
Oh, dang, I didn't even see it. Oh, dang, there he is. There he is. What's up, baby? Lyndon is back in the house.
And do reach out, Lyndon. We were chatting about me coming on your show as well. I'd like to still come on as a guest. If you have some openings, you'll be back at it in time to come.
Absolutely. And once again, if you guys didn't know who Lyndon is, he is one of the original Credit Nerds, how to get an 800 credit score LLC in the house. And make sure you guys subscribe to Linda's channel for all kinds of credit information. You know, great live streams and great videos. So make sure you guys check him out on YouTube.
Credit Nerds.
Yeah, original, one of the OG Credit Nerds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He says free gift cards for everyone from Justin.
Yeah. I could show you. Just I'll be right back. This will be a special reveal. I don't think I've ever done this.
All right, okay, go ahead. Hold on. Now this is gonna be is it the suspense?
Just some bonus, but I need my light here.
The suspense. I don't know where he went, what he's doing, you know, but we're here, and we're chilling. You know, we're chilling. We're talking about that business credit. You know, we're talking about growing our businesses. We're talking about
he said the free gift cards for everyone.
Oh,
we have a lot of physical Home Depot that I've gotten in order the last.
Oh my goodness! Hold on, let me put you on the. Holy mackerel!
Yeah, Home Depot.
Yeah, there you go. There's some cards for you.
Home Depot.
There you go. So if you thought, you know, the credit stuff was just a game, no, it's not. You know.
You want some Netflix, Cake?
Oh man, how many? We could give that to every man, woman, and child. We could give free Netflix to.
I have another stack. We got 2 Netflix stacks here.
We could give their future generations Netflix cards.
Yeah, Netflix has been a good one for reselling.
Dang.
There it is. That's the Netflix.
Wonderful.
Gift cards for all.
Wow. So I mean, listen. We're gonna talk about strategies of using some of those methods at a later point. We're gonna we're not gonna get into that right now. We're going to leave that for another stream, baby. You know what I mean?
I hope that brought some humor to this stream.
Yeah, absolutely. Points Beezy, we appreciate you, baby. You know, make sure you guys check him out.
All right,
Justin.
It's about time to wrap up. I'm gonna put my air conditioner on, and I'll be back at the gym tomorrow.
All right, baby.
Another day on the hydro bed.
Yes.
At the end, anyway. And that Panera free, get that free coffee from Panera. Sign up for that free subscription.
Sweet.
The Panera app. All right, can we have some music and play us out?
All right. By the way, I think I'm gonna start rapping. I was thinking about doing a song to this beat, so you guys let me know. Hold on, let me see if this is the one.
Thanks again for having me on. So maybe back Friday, but at the latest Tuesday following.
Yeah, this is the beat right here. All right, Justin, we appreciate you, baby. Let's play it out, baby. Equal in the house. Equal in the house. No, we credit nerds. You know never stop. Undefeated, baby. We ain't to the top. You know how we cut. We ain't never gonna stop. I'm putting this song together.
That's good. That's good. Good impromptu freestyling.
Yeah. B.O.B. and Justin, we are here every Tuesday and Friday. We talking about that money, business, credit. You can come to stream and watch us all night. We gonna be here cause we up for the fight. Stay undefeated. We never gonna stop. Me and Justin, we going to the top. B.O.B. and HD 2020. Here we come. President and Vice President. We are gonna be them. All right.
We'll do it live.
Do it live.
We'll write it and we'll do it live. Do it live.
Yo. It's our trap.
Plum card added to the collection.
We gonna try to get some super chats. Ulysses in the house. Said LOL, point blank in the back. I'm picking up the show. Here we come, here we come, here we come, here we come, here we come. Hey, how you like my rapping, everybody?
Cakeology.com. YouTube at Cakeology.com.
Yeah.
Who is it going to be? You or the banks? Who will come out ahead? And you have a piece of the cake too.
Oh yeah.
I might have mentioned that in a previous stream. I used to work with an Indian doctor, and when she would meet with kids and their families, she would often say to the kids, "Who makes the rules?
Who makes the rules around here?
Rules, or does mom make the rules?"
Right. All right, baby. Peace and love. We out of here.
Janelle in the chat.
Oh, we running it back? Oh, Janelle Leone in the easy, baby. How many people we still got on the YouTubes? 17 people watching, baby. 17 real G's checking in on the Friday night live. Your boy B.O.B. doing it like Justin. It's like John Travolta on Friday Night Live.
The situation of what happened and everything else, that's what dictates that.
Yes.
You had your shot right there. You had your shot in the situation.
Yes.
You know the situation.
You know the situation.
My favorite YouTube video.
All right,
everybody's
Justin.
Listened to that.
I'm out of here, baby.
All right. Have a good one. Thanks for having me on, and have a good day. Have a good night.
Peace and love, everybody. Peace and love.